It's not, unfortunately.
First time I'm waiting on her. All right, let's let our Liberty County School Board regular meeting Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025 come to order. We're gonna start with the prayer and the pledge, prayer by Mr. Petty, pledge by Mr. Booth.
Pray, Heavenly Father, thank you for this night. We pray, God, that you bless our time, our fellowship together. Pray, God, as we take care of the business for the school board, for the district, God, I pray that you give us discerning hearts and great wisdom, Father, and understanding and making the best decision for our students and staff, Father. We pray that you would, Lord, bless each one. Keep us safe. Keep our schools safe, Father. We pray for your hand of protection upon us, Lord. So bless our time. May it be fruitful. In Jesus' name.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, moving right along to item number 2, recognitions, presentations, Mr. Petty.
So, I got a mic here. So we're excited. One of our own is a state champion, FFA, public speaking. How many of y'all were in FFA? All right. Met my wife through FFA. So, and just never know, Maddie, it could happen. Might meet your future spouse, but, FFA is a wonderful organization. We've always had a great, strong FFA here at Liberty County, and Maddie has done a wonderful job being a state champion, and is moving on to the national level competition. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Stademeyer just to say a few words, if he will, about the competition, what that looks like moving forward, what she's accomplished, what she's doing, and then she's going to give her speech tonight. So we're excited to hear this. So no pressure, but we're going to get to hear it tonight. So we're excited.
Obviously, I'm extremely proud of Maddie as well. I told Mr. Ralph just a second ago, my job is easy when you have good students. And so having a kid that wants to excel and wants to try hard and work hard makes my job extremely easy. And Maddie does that. So she competed this past summer in June at the state convention. She won sub-districts, which is in Bluntstown, Bay County. And then we went on to compete in districts, which is most of Jackson County and us, where she won districts, and then she went on down to the state level. She was one of 12 students at the state level. She made the top 4, and then from the top 4, she actually was the state champion. So now what it looks like going on to nationals, we go to Indianapolis the last week of October into the first weekend of November, and she'll compete there. Every state can send a winner. We don't know what states do and what won't, but we're going to say she's going against 50 other individuals. Where it's going to be, we'll compete actually on Wednesday, and she'll go into a semifinal, a round robin, if you will, where she'll compete. If she makes it out of that semifinal range, she goes to the another semifinal set, and if she makes it out of that, then she goes to the final 4, where they compete against one another once again. So she has the opportunity to give her speech as many as 3 times at the national contest to compete, and if she makes the final 4, then she will go on stage and we'll find out in front of, I don't know, 30,000 people what she finishes. So it's an exciting time. We have worked extremely hard. She has worked extremely hard. I say we, but truly it's all her. I just get to sit there and listen to it. If any of you have any feedback or want to come hear her give her speech, she loves to present in front of people. She needs new faces. She doesn't like giving it in front of me. Honestly, y'all, she called me earlier today and asked me if I would walk out of the room, because she does better when I'm not in the room. Because she asked me to leave before she even gives her speech tonight. So if any of you want to come hear it, please, if you have a free afternoon, we practice 2 to 3 afternoons every week. We would love to have the feedback, the help, because we want to do everything we can to get her just as ready for nationals as she possibly can be. But ultimately, thank you for this opportunity, and thank you, Maddie.
So you're not gonna walk out?
In my family, there's one thing we've always had in our home, honey. While most people know that honeybees make honey, many are not aware of the great importance of the honeybee in its work as a pollinator. In order to understand the true importance of the honeybee, you first need to know what exactly a pollinator is. According to the Oxford Language Dictionary, a pollinator is an insect or other agent that transports pollen to a plant and therefore allows for fertilization. Pollination directly affects the food produced by the agriculture industry. A well-pollinated plant will produce larger, tastier, and more uniform products. As the most utilized pollinator, honeybees are responsible for this. Without honeybees to pollinate, we would not enjoy most of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts that make up a large part of our diet. Honeybees alone pollinate 80% of all flowering plants, including 130 types of fruits and vegetables. Honeybees are significant to our food needs and largely contribute to the economy. As stated in an article published by the USDA, honeybees pollinate $15 billion worth of crops in the United States each year. This same article goes on to say that the honey produced in 2017 was only worth about $3.2 million. These statistics alone show that honeybees play a much more critical role than just producing honey. More significantly, honeybee pollination adds increased production value to over 50 major crops grown across our nation. Therefore, the apiary industry is essential to the production of fruits, vegetables, and nuts. For continued success, these industries must rely on agriculturists and researchers to overcome the threats facing apiculture production. In recent years, the apiary industry has faced immense challenges. Between April of 2022 and April of 2023, beekeepers lost an estimated 48.2% of their managed colonies. Multiple factors contributed to these losses. The use of harmful pesticides, increased monoculture, and the rapid spread of pests and diseases. These issues are ongoing, and it is beekeepers who are posed with the task of confronting them. The first hazard facing honeybees is the use of harmful pesticides. Pesticides have sublethal and lethal effects on honeybees, such as impaired foraging and homing ability, impaired learning, and reduced immune response. These adverse effects have been acknowledged, and the proposal of limiting or even banning the use of pesticides has been discussed. However, the production value gained due to protecting crops with these chemicals seem to outweigh the pollinator problem. But what if farmers could protect their crops with chemicals while also keeping bees safe? There are a few simple ways farmers can help protect bees from pesticides. One of these is to avoid using pesticides labeled as highly toxic to bees. Another is to apply pesticides between sunset and midnight, as bees are not active during these times. Making sure pesticides are not sprayed on beehives or nesting sites, or that the hives are removed entirely, is also a good practice to help protect the bee. A more dynamic solution to this issue is to spray a non-lethal repellent for honeybees on crops. This product is used alongside pesticides. Once both products degrade, pollination resumes without worrying about exposure to chemicals. One way for beekeepers themselves to help protect their hives is by using probiotic products to help honeybees build immunity to the harmful chemicals and pesticides. A company called Strong Microbials has taken charge in the effort to find a way to safely use pesticides without harming pollinators. Strong Microbials has developed a product called Super DFM plus P801. Research on this product revealed that Pediococcus acetylactylate, one of the main ingredients in the product, decreases the rate of honeybee mortality caused by pesticide exposure. In fact, Strong Microbials research shows that this specific bacterium reduces honeybee deaths caused by pesticides from a staggering 41% to a mere 15%. The product is designed to protect commercial pollinators from pesticides. While it is highly backed by research, a local commercial beekeeper in my area has tested the product and has not seen a noticeable difference in the health of his hives. Ultimately, there are many products available that can be used to protect honeybees from pesticides. As agriculturists, it is our responsibility to take advantage of these products and put them into use. Second threat facing honeybees is found in our nation's agriculture practice of monoculture. Monoculture is the cultivation of a single crop in a given area. While monoculture is effective for producing mass amounts of food, it leaves bees in poor health. According to Montana State University, monoculture provides bees with one nutrient source, which results in poor bee health, increased transportation of hives, and stress the search for diversity in food. A solution to this issue is as simple as farmers using the unplanted spaces around their fields to grow different varieties of wildflowers. As a result, the bees would have plentiful sources of forage, nectar, and pollen. The third and most harmful threat to honeybees is the transmission of deadly viruses by the varroa mite. Some researchers have suggested that this issue is a direct result of beekeepers not following proper pest management practices, although following these practices does not guarantee mite protection. As another defense, the USDA produced a way to further protect bees from mites. This defense came in the form of a varroa-sensitive breeding program that allows beekeepers to purchase bees with a varroa trait. These varroa-sensitive bees increase the hive's ability to detect and remove varroa from brood cells. Although it seems like a perfect fix to the problem, bees with the varroa-sensitive trait have shown lower honey production than those without the trait. Hopefully, this drawback will be solved by genetic engineering in the near future. Overall, honeybees play a much larger role in our day-to-day lives than they are given credit for. The reality is that due to honeybees' weakened immune systems from pesticides, health declines from monoculture, and battles with mites, the risk of colony loss is drastically increasing. If the current decline continues on the same path, managed honeybees may become obsolete by the year 2035. A quote from Albert Einstein reads, "If the bee disappeared off the face of the earth, man would only have 4 years to live." Simple practices such as intuitive research of effective methods when handling pesticides and mindful actions when spraying and planting are critical to conquering the problems faced by the apiary industry. As passionate agriculturists and consumers, we are called to educate the public and support any research being conducted to save the bees. Protecting these small hard workers not only secures us a delicious jar of honey at home, but also provides us with a variety of other agriculture crops for many years to come.
You man.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Impressive.
Looked at you one time. He looked at you one time. I stared at her the whole time.
That was a great
We,
job.
we wish you we wish you the best
Yeah.
and bring home a national championship. That's a big deal, but we know you're gonna represent Liberty County in a special way. We're very proud of you. So that's awesome, awesome stuff.
Learned a lot about bees real
Yeah.
quick.
I know, like consulting business is next, right? When you're done with the speaking.
And got all the talent from Ralph, right? Hey, can we get a picture with you, please?
See you, Mr. Ralph.
Come on up, we'll get a picture real quick.
You wanna make that
Y'all wanna
clear?
stand up, and let's get a picture. Yeah, I wanna go down there.
Come on, let's just step around.
Let's go down there. We're around her podium where she was at.
Was a great job.
We have to be between 6 and 8 minutes, or usually around 7:45.
Is that right?
Tyler, you gonna stand by me, bud? Oh, here's. I guarantee you that.
Great job. Good job, good job.
Yes, sir.
Maddie.
But, Maddie. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Impressive.
All right, moving right along to item number 3, public comment. We got one, Mr. Joe Longfellow. Yeah.
Just want to make you guys aware of an issue you have at the high school. My daughter, 10 days ago, fell and slipped between, when you go upstairs, the football stands on the home side, your backstops to those levels are not. Had my daughter twisted her knee, we'd be having surgery and we'd probably be having a different conversation. Go through DFS. Sorry, she's not here. Not gonna sue you. You have a problem with my tax money. You have a problem with you guys not fixing. First question coming out of the board from that attorney, whoever it is, you'd agree that a rotten board that is bent, green, mold on it is not well maintained. Your duty responsibility is to maintain the safe. Make my money off the 1 in a million.
Mhm.
Crappy lawsuits. There's a firm called Morgan Morgan. I'm sure you've seen their billboards. They file about anything. I'm just asking y'all go and fix it. Go look at it. It ain't the only one. It's a tragedy. I mean, leg is still black and blue. Asking that y'all take some time, walk over there, go look at it. You gotta maintain it. Now that this is on public record, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is Morgan Morgan's dream. You're on notice. Probably $5 to $10. Or come to my house. I'll write you a check. Tell me how much money you need. That's why I came here this evening, is just to help you. If you need money, tell me. I'm not here. Bad. And I'd like to think if you go to every school event, you see my firm's name. I'm not getting any work from this stuff.
Where was this at?
So you know where you're going up the stands, you got that little center alcove up in the middle of the stands,
By the home side?
home side. You come right up. There's that little alcove. You can sit right there. It's that. Have the seats that are right above the alleyway right there. If you go right over, it's right there at the top of
In the inside, going down the ramp?
yeah, so you have this platform. And behind it, what you guys have is you put wood there. Smart thing to do because it easily. Problem is if you go look at all the wood there, and so luckily it was rotten. I'll just say that. Because it was so pliable when she slipped because it was raining that night. That Blunt's that? They had Vernon this last week, right? We won. So yeah, that was Blunt's.
Days ago would have been Vernon.
Vernon, okay, yeah, it was Vernon. Slipped, she was walking and just slipped, and that happens. Slipped and went through that board. If it had not been, God's there and blessing us, right?
He bends it so she goes in, she slides right down, it goes in, but it pinches her all the way down. And then forward so she get her leg out. All in there. I mean, unfortunate thing, man. Things happen. I know nobody did this intentionally. We need to go out and look out there and
Pick it up.
like I said, tell me, I'm here to help as much as I can. I ain't an open wallet or bank. I don't have that kind of money. But I do have $500 if you need that.
Sure.
I do appreciate your guys' time. I know you gave me more than 3. Hopefully nobody here sees that. But thank you for your service, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Moving right along to item number 4, superintendent's report, Mr. Petty.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Not a whole lot tonight. District Advisory Council called the DAC meeting will be Thursday, 9:30, here in the boardroom. So, love to have you. You're always invited to those. Usually this is the longer one of the year, just because we have new faces, new students and everything. Our final budget hearing is next week, next Thursday, September 18th at 5:01. And there will be a short meeting to follow. I had emailed y'all last week about the annual financial report will be on that to approve. Maybe some other items as well. That agenda go out Thursday-ish. Number 3, Renee gave y'all some flyers. Just a reminder, if you'd like to be a part of the Wild Game Dinner, Fort Liberty County 4-H is sponsoring Saturday, October the 18th, 5:30 at the Civic Center. She's got all the details there on that. Doobie thought that was a resignation letter, saw the University of Florida at the upper left-hand corner. And he was excited about it, but then realized it was not a resignation letter from Coach Napier. But anyway, it does talk about 4-H. So if you'd like to do that, if you'd like to sponsor Table 500 to do that, if you'd like to do that, I think it's awesome. All the money goes to Liberty County 4-H. Tonight on the agenda is approving some travel for me. I'll be going to the FAD's Fall Leadership Conference in Orlando, September 24th through the 26th. We met with school admin on Monday. We had our principals meetings on Monday. We talked about a variety of things, but one of the big things we talked about was our testing. PM1 kind of starts the year, when the governor said we're done with testing. That wasn't kind of true. We got probably more testing than ever. But PM1 is our first round. We set baselines with that with the kids. We don't expect them to hit it out the roof, because we hadn't cut, especially in math, hadn't covered a lot of those items yet. But it does kind of, now you're gonna have some kids that got level 5 right out of the chute. They just get it. But it does set a baseline. We see where we can look at last year's scores. And coming into this year, you kind of know where there's maybe some weaknesses, some areas that we need to focus on, especially with new teachers. Want to make sure that the new teachers understand what data is and how to evaluate that and what to do with it. And we've got some really good school leadership to do that. We are helping on the district level. Believe it or not, PM2 testing, which is the second round of that, is in December. And then the one that really counts, the PM3, is at the end of the school year in May. So we are testing more than ever. But these tests do determine where we're at, and it helps us know how to adjust our instructional programming. Number 6 is something I'm very happy about. We've talked about historic preservation grants for Hosford School. For the roof and the chimneys that are needing assistance. I wrote a grant application for $244,000. We had gotten $81,000 some insurance money. We just kind of been hanging on to that to hopefully be able to match this. It helps to have a match rather than just ask for straight money. They love the matching stuff. So we do have $81,000 of insurance left over that we just kind of sat on for a while that PAC paid us for the damage to the outside compressors that we had to fix. And what we're asking for is the chimneys be repaired, the flashing. Obviously, those chimneys are not, we've asked as part of that grant that some kind of engineer guy would come in or lady would come in and kind of direct our paths on what the best thing, because they leak. We got to stop the leaking. Is there a way to fix those chimneys where they don't leak? Is there a way to do a facade? Our little historical committee said if there's any way to use the same brick, obviously you're not using, but there's some major work got to be figured out on that. So we've included that. That's why that number's so high. And then hopefully we can replace the tin on that old building, because it's got dings in it. Kevin had mentioned about possibly moving some from the front, or get some new one on the front, move that to the back, or putting some different on back. And either way, you're gonna probably have some different shades if you start moving tin. So we just kind of added in there, maybe we can replace all the tin. So it doesn't hurt to ask. But the good thing is they've accepted our application. They kick those out if they're not worthy, and if they're not check all the boxes. So we're actually 12th in line out of about, I think, 69 projects to present. So the way they did it in the old days, and I'll make this quick, you had to actually do a presentation. This time I've already submitted all the pictures, the letters of support. All they'll do is ask us questions. So I'm going to be at the FADS conference, but they prefer you to do it with Zoom, but you can go in. So our Hosford Historical Committee that's part of that, I'll ask them to come be as well, but I'll be on the Zoom thing there from Orlando and answering questions, and they'll have everything I have. I figure between me and the committee will have every question answered on that. So just be praying that that'll be something that we'll get. Number 7, early release day, end of the month, Friday, September 26th. And that'll also be a professional development day. Toller's grandparents breakfast is this Friday at 7 a.m. If you'd like to serve, Ms. Brown will take anybody and everybody that's available to serve. So I know we got some grandparents in the room that want to be honored and will be honored, so we won't make them serve. But anyway, if you'd like to help out, that'll be Friday down at Toller. They're going to start serving at 7 o'clock. So anyway, appreciate your support and your presence in the schools. Can't do it without you.
Thank you, buddy. Moving right along to item number 5, additions, corrections to the agenda. Need a motion to approve addition, corrections to consent item 8A, B, and F. Have a motion?
Motion.
Keeper, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item B. Need a motion to delete action item 9M and board policy 11A. Have a motion?
Motion.
That's Mr. Booth. Second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item C. Need a motion to approve adding emergency item 10A. Have a motion? Motion, Mr. Singletary, second.
Second.
Second, Keeler, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 6. Need a motion to approve agenda for September 9th, 2025. Have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. McKeever, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 7. Need a motion, item A, need a motion to approve August 12th, 2025 workshop meeting minutes. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Morse, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item B, need a motion to approve August 12th, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Singletary, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 8. Item A. Consent items. Need a motion to approve the following financial report and transaction with additions and corrections. Have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Moore, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever, any discussion?
Yeah, a question, I meant to ask this last time, I can't remember if I did. How often are contracts renewed or price negotiations revisited for local, in-county, and area, like vendors, suppliers, like your Ace or your Tatum or things like that? Is that something that we address on a regular basis or semi-regular basis?
We don't have contracts with usual local vendors, under a threshold. I know Kevin will shop price. He'll, sometimes it means going to, if he needs an electrical fit, and sometimes it's cheaper to go to maybe City Electric to get it or something. He'll call around. especially for repair items, but
Or
usually.
just maybe preferred pricing or something like that is maybe what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm assuming, so when you make those calls, there's always a conversation on preferred pricing based on quantity, local discretion purchases, things like that. That's an ongoing conversation all the time.
They tell you what you're gonna pay. Of course, if you buy more than 5, you know, you get a better pricing. If we're not under contract, electric, you know, they got,
Understood.
city electric, that's it.
In other words, I guess the question I'm asking is people don't normally just come to you and say, hey, I'd like to make you only pay 80% of what you normally do. Are we like proactively saying, hey, whatever you can do with discounts, deals, we'd like preferred pricing, contractor pricing, things of that nature. In other words, are we being proactive about trying to get better pricing when we do this? It sounds like you're calling the cheapest pricing out there, but we're doing those things. Understood.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item B, need a motion to approve September 2025 personnel consent table with additions and correction. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keeper, second. Second, Ms. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item C, need a motion to approve 21st CCLC personnel consent table. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keeper, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Morris. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Item D, need a motion to approve September 2025 out of field teachers. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Morris, second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion?
Yeah, so is there anything that the board should generally be made aware of with the out of field teacher list? From my understanding, everybody that's in and out of field, they are proactively, or they're proactively seeking to be credentialed in said field, right? What is the policy timeline that we give those individuals? Three?
So yes, is correct. So we have generally given them till the end of the year. That sometimes that does not happen. And do have to report this at this juncture every year for
Mhm.
audit purposes, because we have to report those and make those aware to the public that those are out of field teachers. So many times we're just trying to get teachers.
Be
But
working,
we do try
working
to-
towards
but We
it.
do try to work with them to help get them in field, yes.
We do
Right.
set aside funds like for a sub for them to go take their test.
Right.
Some tests are a lot harder than others, so we'll set aside money for study guides or whatever for those tests. First them once they pass their test and add it on their certificate.
Gotcha.
Most things don't require coursework anymore, but the coursework ones, we also will pay like reading endorsement or that we will, at this point, we go through University of Florida for everything.
And so the number two with professionally certified teachers, once you get a professional certificate, to get something added, typically you just have to pass a subject area exam, which is a lot easier. Sometimes those teachers that are out of field are those that have a temporary certificate or are trying to get a professional first. So the first thing that we're trying to do is just get them a professional certificate, then we'll work
Understood.
trying to get them a professional certificate first too.
And does this same data, do we have to send this to the state as well? The state collects this data?
Yes.
Is that right?
But then also too, like there's certain things we have to do. So if an auditor comes in, they have, that October, we have to, put it before the board and has.
Good. Okay, thank you.
This list, there's 25 on this list now, and I'll tell you, it used to be a lot larger list.
Mhm.
It's really been condensed down a lot, so it's going in the right direction.
Sounds like it's a focus. Obviously, it's an awareness and a focus and doing the best we can to recall.
Most of them are teachers in years 1 to 5.
Correct. So there would be new
Yeah.
teachers. So sometimes it may be someone that's getting into the field of education that may not have an education background. So they get a temporary certificate first, or before we can even worry about getting them in field, sometimes we got to get them to that professional certificate first.
Understood. Well, thank y'all for all you do pertaining to that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item E, need a motion to approve September 2025 update sub list. Have a motion?
Motion.
Beaver, second. Second, Ms. Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item F, need a motion to approve September 2025 update supplement list with addition of corrections. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Beaver, second. Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item G, need a motion to approve updated personnel list. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Moore, second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 9, action items, item A. Need a motion to approve strengthening career and technical educational for the 21st Century Act Perkins 5 Career and Technical Educational Secondary Program, Section 131. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Steve, second.
Second.
Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item B. Need a motion to approve Title V, Part B, Subpart 2, Rural and Low-Income School Programs. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keever, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Morris. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next, item C. Need a motion to approve Title IX, Part A, Education and Homeless Children and Youth Project Year 2. Have a motion? Singletary, have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever. Any discussion?
Yeah. At this point, I know the number we had last year. What is our number of homeless children or similar right now?
60, and they're not true like living on the streets homeless.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah.
our people are doubled up or they're couch surfing. But the reason that says year 2 is you only have to apply every 3 years. So our numbers are our dollar amount is actually based on not last year's numbers, but the year prior. So when we reapply, it'll be based on next year's number. So, just keeping it's children identified, and we're able to provide some supports that we're not able to do for other people, like getting them enrolled in school, even though they don't have all their documentation. Like we've got a wider window for that.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Moving on, item B. Need a motion to approve Title IV, Part A, Student Support and Academic Enrichment. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Stevens, second. Second, Ms. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on, to item E. Need a motion to approve Mr. Tyler Stoudemire and students to participate, travel out of state on the FFA competition to be held in Indianapolis, Indiana, October the 27th through the 31st. Have a motion?
Motion.
Beaver, second.
Second.
Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item F, need a motion to approve administration travel expenditures attendance to the fall 2025 fall conference, November 6th through the 7th, Lake Maris, Florida. Have a motion? Motion, Mr. Singletary, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next, item G, need a motion to approve superintendent travel expenditures to attend the 2025 FADS Fall Leadership Conference in Orlando, Florida, September the 24th through the 26th. Motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Moore, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Keever. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next, item H, need a motion to approve 2025-26 contract agreement for educational services between Liberty County School Board and Twin Oaks Development Incorporated. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keever, second. Second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item I, need a motion to approve the 25-26 District Comprehension Evidence-Based Reading Plan, CERP. Have a motion?
Motion.
March second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion?
Yeah, were there any major changes pertaining to this year?
There are always edits on this, but it's based on your student data, so it'd be like testing things. I have to submit this to the state, and I think I probably submitted it 4 or 5 times. There was a lot more with this year. I can send you all the drafts if you would like to see them all, but it pretty well is like triangulating your data or last year, we could say 20% cutoff score. This year, it's 18. So yes, but the people who actually have, they've already gone all the way through it already. So it would be just like updates for things like, if we're using iReady Toolkit this year, and last year we used UFly. And I also had to go in, we've never had to provide research for every item that we use, and I had the joy of doing that this year. It's a joy.
It did look very comprehensive when I
Yes,
looked at
it
that. That's a
truly
great,
is.
that's a great word to describe it.
Yes.
So were there any, other than them, you having to be a little more
There were no
meticulous with it?
overarching programmatic changes, no.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Perfect. Thank you for bearing that
Yes, the
for us.
month of my life devoted to that document right there.
It looked pretty, like I say, comprehensive.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to item J. Need a motion to approve the Panhandle Area Educational Consortium, PAC summary of updated components to professional learning catalog 25-26. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keeper, second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item K. Make a motion to approve resolution affirming participation in the small school district council consortium for the 25-26 fiscal year. Have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Keeper, second, Mr. Singletary. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item L. Need a motion to approve to create, advertise two part-time reading teachers, tutor positions, one at Hosford, one at Tobler. Have a motion?
Motion.
Keeper,
No,
Singletary.
Singletary. Need a second?
second.
Second, Mr. Morris. Any discussion?
Yeah, so I think I asked this the first time. How does the selection for this work?
It's gonna advertise it like a regular teacher position.
Well, no, so, all right, sorry, I wasn't clear. So that's the hiring portion of it, but as far as like the assistance that comes to,
So last year we were part of their pilot and they used third-party vendors for this. So we had positions at both schools. I actually met with someone from University of Florida today and gave my feedback on that part. This year, there are, I think, 4 districts statewide that are doing, district-controlled programs. We've had so many other tutors, you know, through ESSER or through other pots of money, so we kind of know how to run this already. We were selected to be district-led, pretty successful, so they wanted to have district-led, and we don't have any raised schools, so that means like we're over a certain percentage on our reading scores. They would not go into like an F or a D district to.
My districts don't have any rate. One of very few.
We were the, and that's based on our 3rd through 5th grade. But, just based on our overall data, that's kind of why we were selected. I think yesterday they were in Lafayette, and so I know for sure they were also selected.
like
I think
the,
they kind of tried to do like small, mid, large to kind of see how it goes.
so as far as like the student selection,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry about
Based
that.
on their PM3 data, and that was a requirement of those funds. And then we will do biweekly, just like a regular response to intervention to either or if they're showing growth, you know, they'll get either more interventions or they'll get less.
So
depending on-
it's based on testing scores.
Yes, that was a
You look at
requirement.
kids that may need more assistance to get their kids, the kids to passing scores. And you basically do analysis of all the kids there are in this level, and then you break up the hours that are allocated
Right.
based on that.
Yeah, so groups would be like 3 to 5 students, or I'm sorry, 3 to 6 students.
That just 3 through 5? Is
We
all?
already have people doing K2 through other funds, so that's why this is going to be focused on this.
Seems like it could be a great thing to those in need. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. On item M, need a motion to leave item M. Have a motion?
It's already.
Okay. Moving on to emergency items. Item A, need a motion to approve Florida Department of Education FDOE report of financial data index page to the Commissioner of Education, ESE 348 for the fiscal year ending June the 30th of 2025. Have a motion?
Motion.
Peter, second. Singletary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 11's been deleted. On us, board member concerns, Mr. Keever, 2 minutes.
You don't want me to go 3 minutes, I'll talk real fast, no matter. 2 minutes, oh, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Dang, two. Get short.
33%.
That's cause I took 30 minutes last time. All right, so, the fun event, we'll call it, that wasn't really fun at the football game versus Bluntstown. I just wanted to make sure to say thank you very much to EMS services that were out there. We had several injuries, one of which happened prior to the game, right, by a student, and the ambulance was called and left. One that happened in the game, ambulance was called and left. My understanding, another call from an ambulance that came from somewhere else in the county called and left. There were 3 ambulances running around in the county trying to take care of services, where one of our own, Dylan, he was injured and all the ambulances were gone. And it was mom came up and saved the day, Superwoman, and had to wheel him out of there on 2 wheels, right? Because all the ambulances were busy. So I'm grateful that there was an extra one there to be able to give extra attention to a kid with a dislocated elbow that we probably would not have had otherwise. That was a pretty dire situation. So I just say thank you to them. I appreciate the board and Kyle and the county commissioners and everything they've done to make that possible. I think that very first game was a great reason why we should continue to do that. And I sure hope that other counties can pick up on that, having designated ambulances at their facilities where there's less of a chance that an ambulance is called off when there's an emergency. So I hate that Dylan didn't get him an ambulance ride, but I'm glad that mom was a hero.
It was quicker with her.
It probably was quicker. It probably was quicker, but it goes very noticed by me that people are trying, that they want to keep the kids safe. Mr. Ricky, thank you for keeping the kids safe. I couldn't stress enough how grateful I am to know that when I send my 4 kids to school, that I feel like they're safe and protected. Couldn't say it enough. I appreciate it greatly. Thank y'all for answering all of my questions earlier. I do appreciate that. I had it brought up to me, a question again that I'll just bring up here in conversation pertaining to the homeschool PEP, possibility of the district becoming a vendor where maybe we could bill the state directly. It was asked to me, and I'll bring that up, where a parent wouldn't be out of dollars first and then be reimbursed. I don't know if that can happen, if there's a possibility of us requesting it first. I can appreciate that, and there are some people that might have that need. Things can be tight. Nothing's getting any cheaper these days, no doubt. So I appreciate the thoughts, the conversations, the workshops. I think 100% we have a responsibility for the kids attending school in the district, but also I know that we all love every child and every person. We should in our county. And I just want to make sure we do everything we can to help everyone that we can. I realize there are limitations, but did want to bring that up. Thank you to all the teachers wrangling all of the kids through testing. I hope it was a successful testing. I appreciate the admin working with principals, going through this data. Thank you for that. I appreciate professional development days that are being planned, that are focused, that are providing the training. It's needed. I know we have some new people on the block, so to say. So it's much appreciated sitting here in this position to see that training is happening, personal development is happening, people are being made aware of their responsibilities even more so, and expectations and standards within the school district. I'm a firm believer in having high standards, setting high standards, and accomplishing goals that meet those standards. So thank you to everybody. pertaining to that. I'm sure based on the conversation earlier, everybody is concerned with safety. I sure hope we can look at that event that Joey talked about, and address whatever we need to in that concern. I'm sure we will. I appreciate him having the courage to come up and say something. And, I don't doubt whatsoever that, he cares about the kids and cares about the county. So I appreciate him having the courage to come and say something. And I know that we'll respond to that. I couldn't say enough about Maddie. That was pretty incredible. I can't remember to say my full name. I know I talk a lot, but something that's specific like that, that's impressive. And I think it's an estimate of parents, and educators, teachers. I think that's great. I couldn't say enough good for all the good that is happening in the county. There is so much good. I know sometimes people can focus on the bad, but there is a lot of good happening. And I appreciate the teachers and their effort and their focus and taking care of the kids and making sure that they excel to the very best that they can do. So thank you all for that. I'll spare you with some of my other thoughts. I'll have some more conversations in private, but thank y'all for all you do. I appreciate it. I'm over my 2 minutes by about fourfold. So.
You ain't gonna be in that competition, are you, buddy? Miss Jody's out. We miss her tonight. I just like to thank everybody for what they do, the hard job they put in, and keep going in it, guys. Mr. Singletary?
Mason said it all. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do. I don't know everything y'all do, but I know y'all do a lot. Y'all are always busy when I come up here. Kevin, are you 100% clear on what he's talking about? You know right where he's talking about?
Right where he's talking about, if it was Kevin's opinion, you take all of them off, because when you alter those bleachers, you change all rules.
Change the structure of it, yeah.
That shouldn't be there as it is. He's talking about the board only up, it's a 2 to 6, I think. It only goes up the walkway. That's where
The walkway, like
like the aisles going up.
on up each side in the middle there?
Yep.
And they're on,
Well, they could be, they farther down.
so it's not between,
Center, it's the
It's the
steps,
center
it's the
walkway,
steps going up.
Steps going up.
so
There's one that goes up to the press box where Mr.
The
Petty
gate.
goes.
I think that's the one he was talking
so
about.
it's not between each step, like a toe
Yes,
plate.
between each step, it's a, yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like a toe
It's
plate.
board.
Correct.
It's a toe board, is what it is. They do not have to be there by law, because them bleachers was not built like that, so I would.
So if there's nothing there though, what's the chances of somebody slipping and going up under?
I will answer that.
All right.
So it was in the year of 1993 that I was running up those bleachers as an 8-year-old kid when Logan was playing football, and I was about 15 feet up, and I fell through them and I landed on my back and broke my arm. I'm a proponent of keeping the kick plate, toe plate there, because this guy right
You have to
here,
be running though to go. I mean,
I don't know what I was doing, probably being a little bit crazy, but I mean, we got.
we got youngins out there.
Oh, yeah.
Being crazy. I was one of
So,
them.
yeah,
I'll do whatever,
Yeah, I see.
it's over
both.
$5,000, y'all have to approve it. Y'all passed a board resolution, whatever, if it's over structural, over 5,000, y'all got to approve it. So you got-
We'll check and see what his concern was and look
I
at
know,
it.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a board.
I just want to make sure
that
you
Any
knew.
board you put there is gonna give over time, and that she fell and pushed the board out of the way and fell to the crack. So if you're gonna fix it.
And got stuck in it, sounded
Got
like.
stuck in it. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna fix it, you're gonna have to put aluminum tread there, is the only option.
That's what I was gonna say,
And
maybe
it's gonna go over $5,000.
like some expanded aluminum or something.
Well, no, it'll be aluminum tread, just like under
Just
the
like-
other bleachers that we got.
mm,
It's aluminum
I-
tread.
I got you.
Yeah.
Kind of suspended in between.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got.
I mean, but I'll go out there
Yeah.
tomorrow and look at the board. But it's like, I think it's either 2 to 6 or 2 to 8s, and they probably 6 foot long.
And there's 2 rows of them all the
Well,
way up.
just one post on the outside, so when you put pressure against it,
You can
there's a boat.
bow it out and slip through it.
Yep.
You got,
Yep. Sounds,
sounds like she did.
good. Mm.
If it hadn't have been there, she might not got hurt at all,
Or she might have went.
all the way through. Yep.
And fell on their arm and their back and broke it.
Somebody with any size to fall through that because you're only talking 8 inches.
Yeah, I wouldn't go through it.
No,
Mark stays
I wouldn't be running up the bleachers to start with.
Might pull a hamstring.
falling down. If we're gonna fix them, we need to do them all and we need to do them aluminum. Or
I
don't do,
agree.
or take them all
I
down.
agree,
Yeah.
I agree.
We either need to do it right or don't. do it.
Or, I mean, that's the only way to do it right, yeah.
Mm.
Because if you start patching and all, your rules change and then, well, you did, why didn't you do this then? So
Yeah.
then we already really messed up by putting that there.
Well, and you do
Kevin's time.
you do the aluminum and you're done forever.
Bleachers
As
already-
long as them bleachers were there,
Right. We just get a bleacher company, come in and put it on there.
then you're done.
Done with it. And if
Have
you're
a
gonna do that, go
fence.
on what he's
Ah,
talking
there
about.
you go.
But it's not gonna be cheap, but safety isn't cheap.
Mm.
Is it, Rick? Thank you.
Boo.
I yield back.
Well, I tell you, on the field house and all down there, I've heard nothing but
Yeah.
good vibes, good prayers. Everybody's saying thank you for getting it open. It makes it easier, and guys have put the tin on the old concession stand. They done a good job there.
We got us a good, small roofing company right
They done,
They actually said they would do Hosford. They would hire some other people. They're really good people. And
they done a good job.
Great price,
Well,
great price.
They're local,
Yes, well, they sort of local. They live right across the river too, but they from some of.
they're local.
Looks
well,
good.
they done a fine job on it.
Yeah.
They made, it makes everything, we went from going from tearing that down at one time, getting rid of it, to it looks a lot better and it's usable and many more aspects, and I appreciate all the work done on that and all the effort that everybody put in to get that doing. And like I say, the field house, it looks great down there. Looks good. Way better than it has in the past 12, 13 years.
We're in good, I don't mean to take your time, but I was in St. Joe Friday night and they got these big, and I'm not degrading them, but they got these big, nice grandstands on the home side. But they had no bathrooms available. You had to use portalettes, so Liberty County's we're in real good shape. I think, right now. As far as our athletic complexes and our schools, our facilities, real good shape. Everything's functional. Sorry, babe.
Mr. Petty knows this, and I've talked to him. I don't want to say anything else, to take up time, but I'm gonna fuss a little bit about all these schools. They put in storage in these mechanical rooms, these breaker rooms and all. We fix and have an inspection in October. They cannot be there.
I heard somebody talking about that the other night.
I'll talk to you after the meeting.
Not, there's no option.
I'll talk to you after the meeting. With some details that I have discovered.
So Mr. Willis left, Mr. Davis and I already met. We closed the bathrooms down at the old concession stand.
Mhm.
That can be football storage. Plenty of it.
Understood.
Thank y'all.
Sorry, babe.
13, closing comments, any? Item 14, need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
That's Mr. Moore, second.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.